Astronomer says that Andy Byron has now stepped down. Everybody's talking about the story.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what?
Astronomer CEO Andy Byron has resigned.
His wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name.
CEO caught on kiss cam at a Coldplay concert snuggling with his head of human resources.
What just happened at Astronomer has all the makings of a corporate soap opera, secret relationships, viral scandals, high-stakes resignations, and the kind of downfall that unfolds under the glow of a Coldplay concert spotlight.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
You might think boardrooms are all spreadsheets and strategy, but lately, they're sounding more like backstage at the Grammys. Buckle up, because what went down between CEO Andy Byron and HR exec Kristin Cabot is more than just workplace drama. It's a story that shook a billion-dollar tech firm to its core and left social media in absolute chaos.
How dare you catch me cheating without my consent? Oh!
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay?
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Can you feel the tension?
Oh, look at these two. All right.
What are we gonna do? My wife is here.
You said she's in row P. She won't even see us.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Real quick, if you're into explosive, celebrity-style scandals, real-life drama that feels straight out of a series finale, and raw behind-the-scenes breakdowns of the people in power, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We're dropping the truth bombs Hollywood won't, corporate PR can't, and tabloids wish they had. Now, let's dive into this tangled web, because Astronomer just turned into the hottest scandal of the summer. Kristin Cabot's resignation wasn't just a quiet HR decision, it was the final domino in a scandal that's left Astronomer spinning. After days of deafening silence and mounting speculation, NBC News broke the news. Kristin Cabot is out, resigned, gone, and the timing couldn't have been more suspicious. Just days after her alleged romantic entanglement with her boss, CEO Andy Byron, went viral, Cabot submitted her resignation, a move that reeks less of coincidence and more of crisis control.
Oh, they did it!
Sources say the company was under immense pressure internally and externally, and with employees reportedly demanding accountability, Kristin stepping down felt like the only way to prevent a total mutiny. But was it voluntary or forced? The statement from Astronomer says resigned, but in scandal speak, that's often code for pushed out to save face. And if you think that's the end of the Kristin chapter, think again, because the whispers suggest there's a lot more buried under the surface. When Astronomer's spokesperson confirmed that Cabot had officially resigned, it wasn't just a cold press statement, it was the corporate version of throwing in the towel. But instead of softening the blow, it set the internet on fire. People wanted more than just confirmation. They wanted context, emotion, and answers. Who made the call? Was this a mutual decision? Or did she walk into a meeting and get told to clean out her desk? The vague, almost sterile language of the company's statement only deepened the suspicion that something bigger was being covered up. And if we're being honest, when the HR head of a tech giant gets caught up in a public romance scandal with her CEO, every word matters. Was the company protecting her, shielding itself, or simply trying to end the media frenzy before it spread to investors? Either way, the damage was done, and the statement only made things worse, not better. Meanwhile, all eyes turned to Andy Byron, the other half of this Coldplay concert chaos. His resignation came swiftly, just days before Cabot's in what now looks like a synchronized exit plan designed to stop the bleeding. On the 19th of July, Astronomer finally broke its silence on Byron, announcing that he had tendered his resignation and that the board had accepted. But don't let the formal language fool you, this wasn't some peaceful retirement. This was a scandal-driven resignation, one where the CEO was cornered by the fallout of a viral video that exploded online. His stepping down wasn't a leadership transition, it was an emergency maneuver. And let's not forget, Byron didn't just leave a job. He left a company under scrutiny, a team in turmoil, and a leadership crisis no one saw coming. For someone who was once seen as a rising star in the tech world, this descent into scandal felt like watching a Silicon Valley version of a Hollywood downfall. In the statement about Byron's resignation, Astronomer didn't hold back. The company made it very clear that he had failed to meet their standards of conduct, which is corporate speak for. He broke the rules, and we're distancing ourselves as soon as possible. This wasn't a vague personal decision or a quiet departure to pursue other opportunities. This was a full-blown rejection from the board, an institutional slap on the wrist. And in a world where CEOs are often protected like celebrities with PR armor, this kind of bluntness was startling. It painted a picture of a company in damage control mode, scrambling to preserve what little credibility remained. And the phrasing opened a can of worms. What conduct, exactly, did Byron violate? Was it the alleged affair? Was it the optics of getting caught at a public event? Or was there more going on behind the scenes that never made it to TikTok? The public was left to fill in the blanks, and the speculation only added fuel to the fire. With both Cabot and Byron out, Astronomer needed a face to calm the storm, and that came in the form of Pete DeJoy, the company's co-founder and chief product officer. He's now serving as interim CEO while the board scrambles to find a permanent replacement. But stepping in during a scandal of this magnitude is like walking into a burning building. DeJoy may have been part of the company's foundation, but now he's in the hot seat. Employees are rattled, public trust is hanging by a thread, and every decision he makes will be dissected like a celebrity divorce filing. Can he really fix this? Or is he just the fall guy until the flames die down? Either way, DeJoy's appointment signals one thing clearly. Astronomer is desperate to project stability, even if that means promoting someone from within to keep the ship from sinking. Let's rewind to where this all began. The kiss cam at the Coldplay concert in Foxborough on the 16th of July. It was supposed to be a fun, harmless moment, but instead, it turned into the spark that ignited a corporate implosion. Two people were seen locking lips on the big screen, and social media did what it does best: zoomed in, investigated, and matched the faces. The result? A viral accusation that the couple caught in the act were none other than Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot. Suddenly, a fan video became Exhibit A in a scandal that spiraled far beyond anyone's control. What made it worse was the timing, the location, and the unmistakable intimacy captured on camera. It wasn't just a kiss, it was a narrative-changing, career-altering moment that set this whole saga ablaze. Once the Coldplay video started gaining traction, it didn't take long for public reaction to explode. The internet thrives on drama, and this was no exception. Reddit threads lit up. X was flooded with theories, memes, and commentary. Astronomer employees reportedly began sharing their own frustrations anonymously, while outsiders demanded transparency and consequences. The pressure on the company was immediate and unrelenting. What made the moment even more scandalous was the assumption of an affair, an inappropriate relationship between a CEO and his HR executive, a dynamic that raised red flags everywhere. Suddenly, Astronomer wasn't just a tech firm, it was the center of a real-life workplace drama, the kind that exposes toxic power dynamics and forces companies to show what they're really made of. Under all that heat, silence was no longer an option. 3 days after the Coldplay concert, Astronomer's board of directors issued a statement that they had launched a formal investigation into the matter. It was a critical turning point, a signal that this wasn't just gossip, but a serious concern requiring internal review. The board promised more details very shortly, but those words left a lot to be desired. What exactly were they investigating? The nature of the relationship? A possible breach of company policy? Misuse of company resources? Everyone had questions, and the vagueness only made things worse. In the world of celebrity scandals, an investigation usually means there's smoke and likely fire, and the lack of clarity opened the floodgates to speculation. Was the investigation genuine? Or just a strategic move to buy time while leadership figured out who to sacrifice first? With public pressure boiling over, Astronomer released another official statement on the 18th of July via X, trying to reassure both the public and their employees. They emphasized their commitment to values and culture, adding that their leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. But if you read between the lines, the message was less about values and more about survival. It felt like a script from a PR crisis manual, broad, generic, and carefully crafted to avoid any real detail. And in today's world, vague corporate statements just don't cut it. People want honesty, they want transparency, they want someone to admit the truth and own up to it. Instead, what they got was a digital version of a damage control press release, and the backlash didn't slow down. In fact, it intensified because when your actions don't match your words, people notice. As the dust settles, one thing is clear. This story was never just about a kiss. It was about power, trust, public image, and the way scandals unravel in real time. Kristin, Cabot, and Andy Byron became the unexpected leads in a drama that exposed deeper issues within a company trying to juggle image and accountability. In the end, their resignations were the dramatic exits, but the damage lingers. Astronomer is left trying to rebuild, both internally and externally, and the world is watching to see what happens next. Because in today's climate, one viral moment can flip your entire world upside down, and the only question left is, who's next? And if you want to stay ahead of the next bombshell in celebrity-adjacent news, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. The truth never hides for long, and we'll be here when it breaks.